Coming up on today's Weird News, your childhood classics turned horror. Don't be scared, sit tight. Don't forget to leave a like. Let's get into this. I think I bought the wrong Winnie the Pooh. Hello everyone, my name is CantDoGames and welcome back to the Weird News. I hope you're all having a lovely day, wherever you are in the world. Today on the Weird News, Olympian horrifies fans with alarming video after legs turn to Play-Doh due to a silent killer. And in the movie business, Winnie the Pooh horror director has already received death threats over his film. Yep, the old horror Winnie the Pooh adaptation that I showed like a couple of years ago. Well, I think it has been like 2 years now. But yeah, that's all to come in today's Weird News, guys. I hope you stick around, I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to leave a like to help support this channel. Anyways, let's do this. Olympian horrifies fans with alarming video after leg turns to Play-Doh due to silent killer. Oh god, look at that photo. That is some weird shit, mate. I don't know what's happening. Have you been cursed by some witch or wizard? Don't know why I reference that, because of fucking Hogwarts Legacy, shut up. I know like some people can do things and get imprints. You know, you do that for if you do it so long, you get an imprint. But not like that. That is, yeah, are you Playdough Man? It's like you're Mr. Fantastic, you know, all the elastic stuff, I guess. Okay. Olympic athlete Lawrence Oakey and his followers were horrified when he discovered his leg had turned to Play-Doh. When he finally got to the bottom of the problem, the track and field star realised that it could have been life-threatening.
Looks like a normal leg, right?
Yeah?
Watch this.
What the fuck? Stop it! Don't do it! What are you doing?
It's like I'm made out of Play-Doh.
So a lot of people have been asking me what's going on with my leg, and basically it's this thing called cellulitis.
Cellulitis is an infection caused by bacteria getting into the deeper layer of your skin. Oh, so your skin becomes basically, damaged and rotten, so it just tightened up. Shit. Lawrence, 31, posted a video to TikTok to show fans what had happened to his leg. Pressing his thumb into his shin 6 times, each print seemed to make a dent in his skin. It looks like I'm made out of Play-Doh, told followers. Not exactly what you want in an Olympic level athlete, is it? No, you want to have a strong leg, I'm guessing. A few weeks later, after being inundated with a message about his strange symptoms, Lawrence shared an update. That's so weird looking. He's like he's Play-Doh. He's made of Play-Doh. He's Play-Doh Man. Basically, it's a thing called cellulitis. He explains. I had a leg injury a few days ago, and the wound got infected with bacteria, which caused redness, swelling, and that edema that you saw, which was me basically making craters in my leg. If not treated quickly, cellulitis can be serious and even life-threatening. Thankfully, it sounds like Lawrence caught his symptoms in time, telling followers it's easily treatable, just a week worth of antibiotics and some rest, and I should be back to normal. Okay, thank God for that. But still, wow, the human body can be weird when it gets damaged or infected. Lawrence, who formerly played for the NFL and the CFL, added tone of people were trying to tell me I had heart disease or liver disease, kidney disease, cancer and diabetes, but obviously that's not the case. When cellulitis isn't treated in time, the infection can spread to the nervous system, bones and blood and cause serious complications. So if your bones became like that, you wouldn't be able to stand, would you? Because it would just be so, dough-like. You'd just flop down like a blob, wouldn't you? Untreated cellulitis can lead to silent killers like meningitis or toxic shock syndrome. Oh god. The infection occurs when bacteria gets into the broken skin either because of a cut an insect bite, or dry, cracked skin. People are most likely to contract celiac if they have poor circulation and weakened immune systems, have a wound from surgery, have lymphopenia, or injected drugs, according to the NHS. Okay, so he's either took steroids for Olympic, was wounded after a surgery, or he has a poor immune system. But he's Olympic, so how he should have a good immune system, because you need to be healthy, don't you? Most people tend to make a full recovery in 7 to 10 days. Typical symptoms of celiac can include swelling, painful glands, blisters, and hot, swollen skin. If the infection is serious, other symptoms can include a high temperature, a fast heartbeat, purple patches on the skin, confusion or dizziness, cold, clammy skin, or the loss of consciousness. If you have celiac with any of those symptoms, it recommends that you contact the emergency services or visit A&E right away. Yep, and get stuck in the bloody queue at the hospital for fucking 3 hours, and by then your legs fell off. Or you made a fucking Play-Doh castle out of your own leg. You just got bored. Well, I'm glad that he got to that, but yeah. Didn't know that was a thing. I thought he had a superpower, but no, that's not a superpower. See, in reality, things aren't really that great. Okay, in the next bit of weird news, we are heading over to 100 Acre Wood to see our old friend, Pooh Bear. If you don't want your childhood to be ruined, I suggest probably not watching this part. But if you made it this far, I would really appreciate if you give a like and subscribe to check out all my other stuff on my channel. Help with the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, let's go say hi to Pooh Bear and friends, shall we? Winnie the Pooh horror director has already received death threats over the film. Yeah. You remember about, I don't know, a year or two ago, I think, maybe longer, I did a Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey weird news. And I talked about like why it happened. It's because the contract with Winnie the Pooh and Disney ended, so it's free reign for people to use. That's what's going to happen with most things. A lot of people, seem to be giving him death threats. I don't think that's right. It's just a movie. It's someone's idea. It was bound to happen at some point, and it is called a horror. You should know when going into it, it's not going to be all honey and, acre wood stuff. It's not going to be anything like that. When I heard of it, I thought it was funny. I still do now. I haven't watched it yet, but I might now, just to see why. The director of a dark adaptation of Winnie the Pooh claims that he has received death threats for his creation ahead of the film's release. Here's the trailer in case you haven't seen it. You have been warned. It's a childhood wrecker. Oh, love it. Love it.
You know, you're the first person I ever shown this place to.
And why am I so special?
Because soon will be Christopher and Mary Robin.
You should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher?
Alright, first off the bat, that says Eeyore. R.I.P. So Eeyore finally did it. Christopher and Robin, instead of it being like just here, well, he must be Christopher and Robin then, but it looks like it's like his lover or something, and they've gone back and it's like a real place. I like the atmosphere of it. I don't know why. I think it's because it's rememberable, but in a sinister way. Yeah.
We need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happening there, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Watching the trailer, I'm gonna go watch all of it because I don't want to get like a copyright strike or anything. Watching the trailer to change this is basically what I thought first. I thought there were people dressed up as them. No, it seems there's a bit supernatural stuff going on here. They were actual like real living creatures, and they've gone feral from being left alone when Christopher got older. So it's kind of a sad version, really, of what it would have been. But then, of course, you got the Winnie the Pooh movie that everyone watched, the adaptation where he goes back as an adult. So this is like, what would happen if he never did go back? You know what I mean? Alright, I like the idea of it. I do. Just from the trailer, that looks interesting to me. I know it's probably gonna be shit, but it looks interesting. Why hate on it? It's a dark, brilliant twist on the original idea. That's all. Am I the weird one? Probably. I don't know. So, the premise of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, is actually pretty simple. Abandoned by Christopher Robin after he grows up and loses interest in his friends in a 100-acre wood, Pooh and Piglet embark on a murderous rampage. We told you it was going to ruin your childhood, didn't we? This film is as far away from the cuddly world of Pooh's Tigger and Piglet. As you can see, yeah, it's most way off the boundaries way ever, but I think it's just what happens. In one promo photo, the pair stand mercilessly behind an oblivious woman in the jacuzzi. That image alone is enough to give you nightmares. No, not really. It just looks like fan service, really, you know what I mean? It's fan service, that's what that is. Obviously, given the permission of the movie, it has attracted quite a bit of attention online, and it's expected to do well at the box office when it eventually releases. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do well in the movie, like in the cinema, but it's going to do well to sell like DVDs and copies, because it's going to be one of them. Just sit down, watch and have some popcorn, like movie nights, you know, and you just watch shit slash flicks or horror flicks, you know. Be one of them, I think. It's out in Mexico already and has already made a decent profit, so there's a good chance that it could become a huge box office success. Currently, the biggest success in horror at the box office is Paranormal Activity, which turned in a 193 million against a budget of only 15,000. Yeah, it did well. Also, that went on to become a franchise worth more than 1 billion. God, can you imagine Winnie the Pooh, like 2, Tigger's Return or something? Yeah. That means that British director Riles Frake Waterfield, who came up with the idea, could be set to become a very rich man. It hasn't come without a cost, though. He told AFP, "Look, this is mental. I have permissions to stop it. I've had death threats. I've had people saying they called the police. They called the police over a movie. What the fucking police gonna do?" I love it. You can't do anything. People were the cinemas and all that. They allowed it to come out. So they've already watched it. They've allowed it. There's like all green lights. Why would the police listen to some snowflake whining about a movie that's after his childhood, dream? Yeah, so he wasn't thinking it would be big. He think it would like it maybe end up on Netflix and be like a Netflix series or original, stuff like that. Instead, he's eyeing up Paranormal Activity in the budget to box office ratio charts. "I really believed in the idea, other people didn't, and now it's doing alright," the director added. Given that this seems to do well, there are plans to rework other children classics. Oh god. Frankie Waterfield has his eyes on a sequel to this movie, as well as moving on to Peter Pan and Bambi stories. Oh fucking hell. Dark version of Bambi. The mother gets killed by the hunter and Bambi goes on a murderous rampage, I bet you, in the forest. The Peter Pan one, he's going to be like Kitty Snatcher. Is that what Peter Pan's going to be? I bet you it'd be something like that. See, I could work with him. He explains one person literally yesterday was like, "Do you want $1 million to make a film? Do you want $1 million to make a film? Just tell me the concept and we'll just go ahead with it." Wow. That's really hard to get. It's hard to get funding for any film, but people are starting to really try and engage. Imagine the backlash he is going to get for those films. Still, if they sell as well as the first one is set to, it might just be worth it. Yeah, it might be like a good little series of just horror versions of classic kid movies. I wouldn't mind it. I think they're funny because it's just a funny adaptation of it. And it's just interesting to see how dark someone's mind can go towards something that's supposed to be like art for children. Doesn't mean you have to give him death threats. It means he's a genius if he can think of these ideas. But maybe that's just me. Anyways. Okay, that was today's weird news, everyone. Thank you for watching. If you got to the end, let me know what classic movies you would like to see him update and which ones you wouldn't. And if you're on the side of me, or if you basically think it's wrong and you shouldn't do this. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.